All right, let's get to the Mustangs starting lineup. It'll be the leading scorer on this team, Fernando Marquez. He had 15 points in the opening game. Briggs Wheatley also had 15. He's a starter, along with Braden Fajardo, junior Jesse Campa, and senior Jackson Langford, your 5 starters for the Mustangs. Both teams are sitting at 1-0 as the Mustangs picked up a very impressive victory over Northridge by a 70-38 score. Now for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. A 5'7" junior point guard, Brock Saya, along with Keaton Kaiser, a 5'10" senior guard. And some of these are on that football team that went all the way to the state title game, losing to Durango. Garrett Peterson, a 5'8" senior point guard. 5'10" junior Andrew O'Brien. And finally for Roosevelt is Austin Kendall, a 5'11" senior. So the Mustangs have a little bit of a size advantage, and they've been very good at Roosevelt. They won here the last few years. Last year, it was a 63-43 victory by the Mustangs. The opening tip is brought to you by High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. And let's see, Jackson Langford will jump center for the Mustangs. And you would assume it's either Kendall or O'Brien. It's going to be O'Brien for Roosevelt. The Mustangs dressed in their road blacks and Roosevelt in their home whites. The winner moves to 2-0. Starting just a tad early, 7:30 scheduled start, and we'll be starting here 4 minutes early. Tip is controlled by Roosevelt. Here comes Garrett Peterson into the front court. Peterson picked up by Marquez. Mustangs rotating in a man-to-man. At the free throw line is Andrew O'Brien. Back out to Peterson. Here is Brock Saya in the high right to O'Brien. Straightaway three is good by Brock Saya. Backcourt pressure being applied. Marquez in the backcourt. Guarded by Austin Kendall. Overhead pass to Fajardo. And that's a travel by Jesse Campa in the front court. And he caught the ball, then shuffled his feet. Here comes Roosevelt the other way. Garrett Peterson, the point guard for this Rough Rider team. Bounce pass to the outside left to O'Brien. At the free throw line, backing his way against Jesse Campa. Now straight away is Keaton Kaiser on the outside right to Saya. Picked up by Fajardo. On the high left, here's Austin Kendall dribbling towards the top. Bounce pass on the outside right. This is Brock Saya once again, picked up by Fajardo. Back to O'Brien, hands it off to Saya. Fajardo picks him up again. Good defense by the Mustangs. Now to Kaiser on the outside left. Kaiser left baseline, lobs it back near the top to O'Brien. Right side to Saya. With Fajardo right there, Saya will hand it off over there to Austin Kendall. Jump pass on the outside left. Here is Garrett Peterson once again. Boy, they're taking their time here on this possession. Straight away, it's Peterson handing the ball off to Kaiser. Kaiser gets a pick left of the lane, and it's stolen by Jackson Langford. This will be a layup. I think he was thinking about dunking it. Instead, he just laid it up and in, didn't use the glass. And the Mustangs trail 3-2. 6:23 to go in the opening quarter. Kendall, 16-footer right side. Yes. Wide open off a pick, Austin Kendall. Roosevelt 5, Fort Morgan 2. Front court, Langford with the basketball on the high right. Langford picks up the dribble, back out to Fajardo. Fajardo near the timeline to Fernando Marquez. Marquez guarded over there by Peterson. Swings it left side for Briggs Wheatley. There's a push. And let's see if that was Peterson against Marquez. It was. First foul by either side. We played 2 minutes here in the opening quarter from Johnstown. The Mustang girls lost tonight 73-23. Marquez beyond midcourt gets it into Briggs Wheatley. Back out on the outside right to Fajardo. Fajardo in the right corner. Marquez, he'll take the three, and it's in and out, and the rebound is controlled by O'Brien of Roosevelt. O'Brien on the outlet, over to Saya. Saya left-handed dribble on the high left against Fajardo, all the way off the glass and in, and the Mustangs did not cut him off. It's a 7-2 Roosevelt lead. Wheatley backcourt now to Fajardo. Fajardo across midcourt on the outside right, setting up the play for the Mustangs. Dribbling right baseline, cross court to Campa, left wing. Here's a Marquez three, good. Fernando Marquez drills the wide open triple, and the Mustangs trail 7-5, 5:23 to go. First quarter in Johnstown. On the high left, Saya against Fajardo, crossover dribble. Still on the left wing, now to Kaiser. Kaiser dribbles to his right. In the corner, Saya fakes the three, dribbles left baseline, penetrates. He's cut off over there by Fajardo. Now to Kaiser against Briggs Wheatley behind the three-point line. Swings it right side. Now to Austin Kendall. Gets a pick, nearly trapped over there. Now right baseline all the way. Peterson lays it up and in with a left hand to the right of the basket. Peterson has extended the lead. It's 9-5 Roosevelt. 4:51 to go in the first quarter. Marquez for Fort Morgan. At the top for Fajardo. Thinks about the shot, doesn't take it behind the three-point line. Fajardo motioning his teammate, swings it right side to Marquez. Marquez gets a pick from Fajardo, left of the lane. Jump pass inside, there's a foul on the floor. That'll be the second foul against the Rough Riders. And it's committed by Keaton Kaiser. 4:39 to go, first quarter. Roosevelt 9, Fort Morgan 5. Austin Beard checks into the game for Austin Kendall on the offensive end. And we have, let's see, there's a whistle somewhere. And the official motioning towards the AD, Jeff Neal. I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, I think we've got probably about the same crowd, maybe even a little bit less for this game than the girls' game. In the left corner, Fajardo dribbles to his right. Fajardo left wing in the lane. He leans, he banks, and he misses. And the strong side rebound to Andrew O'Brien, his second foul in the backcourt. That is Jackson Langford that committed the foul. Got him with a body there. The Mustangs commit their first foul here in the opening quarter. 4.5 to go. And Roosevelt up by 4, looking to extend the advantage. Peterson with a left-handed dribble. Bounce pass left side to O'Brien. O'Brien against Campa. Back out on the outside right to Peterson in the corner for Saya. Picked up by Fajardo. Dribbles to his left. Works off a pick. Now guarded by Marquez. Bounce pass to O'Brien. Jesse Campa right there. Saya lobs it down low, and it's intercepted. Taken away. Marquez now has it to Fajardo. Second turnover for Roosevelt. Down low. Wide open. Wheatley lays it up, and he missed it on a perfect feed. However, Campa gets the rebound. Mustangs reset. Leaning is Marquez, and he's fouled on the floor. Marquez fouled on the floor, and that was on Andrew O'Brien, his first, the team's third. And a triggered in will be Marquez. And Ortega about to check back in. Now we have the mid-quarter timeout. It's the mid-quarter officials' timeout because of the mask wearing. So no team charged with a timeout. 30-second timeout. It's a 9-5 Roosevelt lead, as Brock Saya scored 5 points here in the early going. The Mustangs have a triple from Marquez, a three-pointer, and a layup from Jackson Langford. And Fort Morgan got off to a very, very methodical and slow start on Tuesday night. They were trailing 13-7, and it dominated Roosevelt over the final three quarters, scoring 63 points over the next 24 minutes and winning by 32. Only one substitution so far for Roosevelt. Austin Beard into the game. The Mustangs have just made their first substitution. Frank Ortega's into the game for Fajardo, and the triggered in will be Ortega to the left of the basket on the offensive end. In the right corner, Jesse Campa dribbles right baseline. Jump shot is up and no good. And the rebound and the putback, Marquez is up and in. Off the glass, Fernando Marquez. He's got 5 points in the early going. 9-7 Roosevelt, 3:43 to go, first quarter. In the left corner, Beard thinks about the three, but he's picked up over there by Langford. Right side to Kaiser. Works off a pick towards the top, behind the back dribble. Swings it cross court. Now in the corner, here is Brock Saya against Ortega. Thinks about the three, can't take it straight away. Peterson. Marquez backs off, cross court pass to Saya, dribbles, leans, banks, scores all the way to the basket. Saya now with 7. 11-7 Roosevelt, 3:18 to go, first quarter. Briggs Wheatley with a left-handed dribble. Wheatley in the left corner for Langford, dribbles into the paint, and his shot is up and off the back of the rim from 5 feet away. And the rebound, pinballs into the hands of Kaiser. Kaiser with a 2-on-1 all the way. Banks misses, too strong, and the ball is rebounded by Briggs Wheatley of Fort Morgan. Quickly, long baseball pass to Ortega, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. He is fouled by Brock Saya. That's the 14th foul. The Mustangs might be taking free throws here in the opening half because of that 14th foul. And now substitutions. Ooh, we got a number 4 out there. I don't have a number 4 on the roster. Tucker Peterson and Jaden Herrera in. I'm not sure who number 4 is for Roosevelt. We'll have to find out at halftime. Not on my roster. Wheatley down low. Campa swings it inside, and the shot is up and partially blocked. Lanford tried to take it. He got it right back, and then he throws it towards Wheatley, but the ball is loose on the floor. Bodies go scrambling, and Roosevelt's got it. Second turnover for the Mustangs. Quickly across the timeline is Herrera. Jump past Saya. Left wing 3. It's an air ball, but Frank couldn't catch it. All he had to do was come down with it. Didn't even need to jump, and it went through his hands. And Colin Farley is into the game, along with Wesley Carnes. And to throw it in is Brock Saya. Saya on the offensive end. In the left corner is Keaton Kaiser. Kaiser against Marquez. Swings it back out to Beard. Now dribbling towards the top is Kaiser. In the corner with the basketball is Herrera. To Kaiser. Lobs it free throw line to O'Brien. O'Brien squeezes his way into the lane, and he's fouled. He got tripped up. Check that. That's not O'Brien. That's Peterson. And the foul was on Briggs Wheatley as first. 11-7 Roosevelt. 2:19 to go first quarter. And on the offensive end, Roosevelt to throw it in underneath the basket. Saya to do so. To the right of the basket, Saya lobs it towards the top to Peterson. Bodied up by Wheatley. Peterson holding the ball up high. Peterson kicks it back out to Saya. Thinks about the 3. Dribbles to his left all the way in the lane. Leans, banks, misses, and a foul. He did the same thing the previous time, and that time he's going to go to the stripe. He scored the other time. And let's see. The foul was committed by Wheatley. That's his second. And Saya to shoot 2. He's already got 7 points in the opening quarter. With 2:09 to go and the free throws in the air, and that's perfect. And Levi McCoy is coming into the game as well. So the Mustangs have already used 10 of their 12 players. Beltran and Gherkin yet to come in the first quarter. The others, well, and Farley still, or did he come in for a second? Looks like he was checking in. Second free throw upcoming. Roosevelt up 12-7. Brock Saya has been the story so far for the Rough Riders with 8 points. And that one's off the back of the rim. Rebound to Marquez. That's his second. Marquez behind his back across the timeline. Marquez with 2 minutes to go in the first. He'll take a 3 left wing that's off the right side of the rim. And the ball is volleyballed into the hands of Roosevelt. And it's taken by Stephen Ward. And the ball is thrown out of bounds into the Mustang bench. Turnover number 3 for the Rough Riders. Ortega to trigger it in. Ortega bounce pass in the backcourt to Marquez. Marquez to Saya on the left wing to Ortega. Now in the left corner, penetrating and being cut off is Beto Martinez, who's into the contest. Swings it back out to Wesley Carnes, a sophomore. He leans, he shoots, and he scores on the left baseline. Nice little 7-footer on the jumper by Wesley Carnes. 12-9 Roosevelt. 90 seconds to go first quarter. Here's Peterson crossing over on Martinez, and then the ball is stolen by Fernando Marquez. Fernando all the way has the shot blocked out of bounds. And Roosevelt, check that, Fort Morgan retains possession. And the Mustangs throw it in down by 3 with 81 seconds to go in the first. Marquez to do so. Yeah, the defender caught up and just stuffed it away. Marquez in the corner to McCoy. Back out on the left wing. Here's Beto Martinez. Getting a pick is Marquez. Marquez bumps into a defender. 15-footer is in and out. And the ball is rebounded. Let's see. It looks like Roosevelt's got it. It's Jaden Herrera. Herrera on the outlet. That's number 4, whose name we do not have on the roster. Back out to Herrera on the left wing. Herrera looking down low. Swings it at the top for Saya. Under 1 minute to go first quarter. Roosevelt 12, Fort Morgan 9. At the free throw line is Ward. Ward with the basketball. There to number 4. The ball nearly stripped in a foul. And let's see who committed that foul. That's going to be on Levi McCoy. That'll be his first. And to throw it in will be Brock Saya. Saya looking, bounce pass, left baseline to Ward, down low to Saya. Saya kicks it right wing, Herrera, 3 is short. And the long rebound is taken by Beto Martinez. Martinez to Marquez all the way, banks, and he missed a layup. Mustangs missed way too many of those, even though they won on Tuesday. Jaden Herrera with a rebound to Saya, nearly stripped from behind. 31 seconds to go, 3 in the corner is way off, and that's missed over there by Peterson. Now the ball is loose on the floor, and we have a kicking violation, and it stays with Roosevelt. And back in are Garrett Peterson. And let's see, that's Austin Kendall checking back in. Garrett Peterson to throw it in offensive end to the left of the basket with a 12-9 Roosevelt lead. Ward straight away for Herrera. Now right corner, Peterson penetrates right baseline, leans, and he misses left hand. A blocking foul on Beto Martinez as he missed. And to the stripe will be Garrett Peterson, and he will shoot a deuce. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Western Engineering Consultants, strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way. Western Engineering Consultants. The left-handed free throw is coming up for Garrett Peterson. A line drive, and it's no good. Second free throw coming up for the lefty. 21 seconds to go. First quarter, Roosevelt 12. Fort Morgan 9. The Mustangs trailed by 6 after the opening quarter on Tuesday, and then played their best basketball of that game over the next 3. Second free throw by Peterson is in the air, and that one is in and out. And the ball is rebounded by Marquez, his third rebound. Marquez dribbles out of traffic. Marquez just across midcourt. He's picked up there by Austin Kendall. 12 seconds to go. Marquez in the lane, leans, has the shot blocked from behind, but did they get him? They did. It's going to be a foul there on Austin Kendall. They tried to swat that shot, but it's going to be a foul resulting in 2 free throws for Fernando Marquez, who has 5 points here in the first quarter. With it even 10 seconds to go. They're going to say Stephen Ward committed the foul instead. Both were there. And the Marquez free throw is off the back of the rim. While Roosevelt's only 1 out of 4 from the line. And now the Mustangs took their first free throw. Second free throw coming up here for Fernando Marquez. And the free throw is good. Now a 12-10 game. Mustangs got to play some defense here. Peterson across the timeline at the top. Gets a picked up by Marquez. Right wing, Saya 3, and that's off to the right. The putback is up. That's missed at the buzzer there by Keaton Kaiser. We played 1 quarter with the score. Roosevelt 12, Fort Morgan 10. It's a 1-minute break. You're listening to Mustang Basketball on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's begin the second quarter. The Mustangs trail 12-10. It is Beto Martinez, Jackson Langford, Nick Beltran to throw it in. Out there with Wesley Carnes and Jesse Campa. On the outside right, Martinez forces up a shot and misses. And the ball is loose on the floor. And Beltran has it on the high left. The jump pass is taken by Carnes near the timeline. Mustangs will reset off that miss. With the basketball down low, inside, Campa banks and scores off the feet. Oh, yep, did he get it? Yeah, he scores. They haven't done anything on the board, though, and there was an awkward stoppage. Nope, no bucket. No bucket, a traveling violation, apparently. Here we go, Roosevelt the other way, bounce pass to O'Brien at the free throw line. O'Brien hands it off over to Keaton Kaiser straight away, dribbling against Langford, backing, bouncing out, and it's going to be stolen by Beto Martinez. Martinez running the floor all the way, bumps into a defender, puts it up, and he misses, but there's a foul. And Beto will shoot 2. Andrew O'Brien commits his second. Beto Martinez, one of 3 seniors on his team. He's been working on his shot. And the free throw's off to the left. Second free throw coming up here for Beto Martinez. with Fort Morgan down by 2. They've trailed really throughout the entire first quarter. Now early in the second, still down, and that free throw's up, and that one is bricked off the back of the rim. And the rebound is controlled by Austin Kendall. Into the front court, Saya with the basketball. On the outside left is Garrett Peterson. Cross court, wide open. Beard three is good. Nails the triple. Austin Beard, and Roosevelt leads 15-10. 1 minute into the second quarter. Wesley Carnes behind his back across the timeline. Feeds Beltran. Beltran on the left wing. Going to hand it off over there to Campa. Bumps into a defender. Defensive foul. 1-1. 17th foul. Brock Saya with his first. But the Mustangs got to hit free throws here. They're only 1 out of 4 so far. And Campa to the line. Well, Roosevelt has not been better. They had 1 out of 4 in the first quarter from the stripe. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living in Colorado, not just a bank in Colorado. They're Bank of Colorado, proud supporter of local sports and academics. Jesse Campa to attempt the free throw, and that one is off the back of the rim. And the rebound to Tucker Peterson. Fort Morgan, 1 out of 5. There's a jump pass wide open in the corner, and that's a missed three over there by Kendall, but the rebound to Keaton Kaiser. And back out to Kendall straight away. Here is Tucker Peterson. Leans, nearly traveled. Back out on the outside right is Keaton Kaiser. Long three is up, and he nailed it. Kaiser nails the triple. 6-0 run for Roosevelt. It's 18-10. Here's Beto Martinez in the backcourt. Martinez jump pass in the front court to Langford. Langford double team. Jump pass back out to Martinez. Down low, Beltran jump pass in the corner. Here's Wesley Carnes behind the three-point line. Mustangs trying to set up this offense. Wesley Carnes with the basketball. Carnes looking, still looking. Hands it off to Campa. 6:12 to go second quarter. 18-10 in favor of Roosevelt. Beltran on the right side. At the top for Langford. Somebody's got to look to shoot. Langford leans. Now back out to Campa. Right wing. Faking the three. Carnes in the lane. Puts up a shot off the glass. And that's too strong. Rebound to Langford. Now to Beltran. Beltran down low. Right baseline. And the shot is up. And that is missed by Beto Martinez. And the ball is pulled away by Roosevelt. Fort Morgan has gone cold. They have not scored in this quarter, and we have played 2 minutes and 20 seconds. At the free throw line is Tucker Peterson against Langford. Has the shot blocked, and Beltran comes away with a basketball. Nice block by Langford. Beltran into the front court. Beltran between his legs. Beltran free throw line. Left wing Langford, three in the air, and that's no good. And the rebound and put back, and we have a whistle and a foul, and that's going the other way on Jesse Campa. He commits the foul, pushing off. That's his first. So this will be a 1-1 for Roosevelt. And the Mustangs have gone cold. We talked about them needing to score 60 points. When they score 60 points, that seems to be a recipe for success. But right now, Beto Martinez and Wesley Carnes are out. Marquez and Fajardo are in. Out there with Campa, Langford, and Beltran. 18-12, Roosevelt leads with 5:26 to go before the break. And trying to settle in everybody at the line. Austin Kendall to shoot 1-1. 1 out of 4 is Roosevelt. Make it 1 out of 5. And the rebound is, the ball's loose on the floor, still loose, and it's picked up by Roosevelt. Here is Kaiser with the basketball, and then it's stolen by Marquez. Marquez will go all the way. He puts it up and in off the glass. Marquez taking advantage of the miscue. Marquez scores, stops a 6-0 run. Long pass, reverse layup missed, and a foul on Beltran. Didn't think he touched him. Didn't look like he touched him. It's going to be a foul. Austin Kendall to the stripe. Wow. And 2 free throws as they threw that ball quickly down court. 18-12 Roosevelt, but the Mustangs not in an offensive rhythm right now. And the free throw by Kendall is up, and that's good. Fort Morgan, it was to within 2. Still have 5:07 to go in the second quarter. The Rough Riders with a 7-point lead, and the Rough Riders lead by 8. Second free throw is in. 2 for 2 for Kendall. 2 out of 3 here in the quarter and in the game. 20-12. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Marquez across the timeline for the Mustangs. Marquez calling out the play, picked up by Keaton Kaiser. Utilize the pick from Campa. Marquez in the high right. Marquez behind his back, straight away to Campa. Campa's going to hand it off to Fajardo. Fajardo on the left wing with a basketball. Fajardo maintains the dribble. Got to get rid of it somehow. Now here's Marquez in the lane. Marquez leans, banks, and he misses. And Langford went over the back. Langford commits his second foul. That'll be another 1-and-1 on the other end. 9 team fouls on the Mustangs. Unable to convert on the offensive end. And Langford is out after that second foul. Frank Ortega will check in. And to the line will be Garrett Peterson. Another 1-and-1. He just missed 2 free throws in the opening quarter. So it's an 8-2 second quarter so far for Roosevelt. Roosevelt defeated Fort Morgan in Fort Morgan, final game of the regular season last year, and the line drive is good. Mustangs are down by 9. Second free throw upcoming. For Garrett Peterson. And that one is up, and that's good. The lead is double digits for the Rough Riders with 4:37 to go before halftime. Frank Ortega hands it off to Beltran. Beltran on the high right between the legs. Cross court. Here's Fajardo. Back out to Ortega. Ortega at the top. Lost control. Got it back. He's going to have to find somebody and does on a bounce to Marquez. Marquez utilizing at the free throw line. Left wing to Fajardo. Backs up. Can't take the three. Here's Marquez left of the lane. He leans. He puts it up short. Rebound. Marquez goes back up and it's stuffed away and it's out of bounds. Mustangs retain possession. Wow. Had an easy one and missed it. They got to convert. They've got to hit something in the outside. Roosevelt has 3 trifectas. The Mustangs have 1. Inbounds pass on the high right to Ortega. Ortega with a basketball. Ortega dribbling on the outside right. Near the top, here's Marquez, guarded by Kaiser. Utilize a pick, dribbles into the lane, leans, banks, and scores. Little 7-footer for Fernando Marquez. He's got 10 in the game. 3:55 to go. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Marquez, intended for Austin Kendall. And Levi McCoy. Oh, it's the midway break here. Levi McCoy's going to check in, but it's the mid-quarter break with a 22-14 lead for Roosevelt, but Fort Morgan needs offense. Beto Martinez will check in for Beltran here in the second quarter. Fort Morgan girls lost tonight 73-23. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil, easy and convenient. Makes them the only stop you need on your way to the big game, that is. And Premier Farm Credit understands production ag. They've been serving rural communities for over 100 years in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Yeah, the Mustangs, first of all, Fort Morgan needs a second option. Wesley Carnes has 2 points. Langford has 2. Briggs Wheatley committed 2 early fouls, so he hasn't played in a while. And Beltran in there for 4 minutes did not attempt a shot. They need a second option. If not, they can't win this game. And to throw it in will be Brock Saya. He had 8 points in the first quarter. Over to Stephen Ward. Back out to Herrera. Now Saya working off a pick. Picks up his dribble. Fajardo is right there. Swings it cross court to Tucker Peterson. On the outside right, that's number 4, whose name we do not have. Baseball pass, right corner, Peterson. Drives by Beto Martinez. Banks and scores. Oh, that was an easy move there by Peterson. And the lead is now 10, 24-14, second 10-point lead. Marquez the other way. Marquez right of the lane, nearly trapped. Bounce pass down low, poked away, and it's intercepted by Jaden Herrera. 4 turnover for Fort Morgan, Across the timeline, Saya in the left corner. Ball is loose. Saya now picks it up. Saya straight away for Ward. Hands it off to Saya. 3:07 to go, second quarter. Roosevelt by 10. Peterson in the corner. Dribbles to his left. Works off 2 picks. Jump pass down low for Ward. Lost the basketball. And it's taken away by Frank Ortega. And then stolen by Ward. And he lays it up and misses. And now number 4 has it. He puts it up and in. Again, we don't have his name. But the teams trade turnovers. Andy Schoen not happy about that. 26-14. 2:42 to go, second quarter. Here's Marquez on the high right. Marquez leans, and then he is fouled as he misses. But Fort Morgan's got to find a way to run this half-court offense and have a second option. Fernando trying to do it all by himself. Down by a dozen, and there was 4 who committed the foul. Again, we'll get his name. That might be Izyan Palacio. Free throw is way off to the right, not even close. Second free throw is upcoming. Yeah, I'm going to guess that's Palacio. We'll just assume that second. Boy, he's not even close again. Way off to the right. Palacio grabbing the rebound. And then the ball is nearly stolen by Ortega. Tries to save it in, but it's out of bounds on that jump pass near midcourt. Yeah, Fernando, it's almost like he curled his wrist and he was way off. Way off with 2.5 to go. And Roosevelt with the basketball. Palacio to throw it in. Looking, still looking. Bounce pass, front court. Here's Peterson, left wing to Jaden Herrera. Herrera near the left baseline. Did he travel? 3-second violation on Roosevelt. 6 turnover for the Rough Riders. The Mustangs only have 5. But Fort Morgan, no semblance of shooting. I think what happened against Northridge, they got so many layups, they weren't challenged to shoot. In this game, they have been. Here's Fajardo on the high left. Braden Fajardo behind the three-point line. Penetrates. He leans. He banks and he misses. Too strong on the left side. Ball is loose, and Fajardo tied up with Tucker Peterson. Possession arrow, Roosevelt. Well, you figure Fort Morgan's not going to be cold the whole game, but they are cold right now, stone cold, with only 4 points in the quarter, all from Fernando Marquez. Lob across the timeline to Garrett Peterson, and the ball is poked out of bounds. Martinez thought he knocked it off the leg of Peterson, but instead it stays with Roosevelt. And it looked like it was pretty obvious the ball went off the leg of Peterson, but the only one who didn't see it was the official. And let's see if they overrule that. Well, there's some jarring going on, or some jabbing going on near the basket with McCoy and Ward. Ball into Ward, out of bounds. Nice defense by McCoy. Roosevelt turns it over for a 7th time. And again, the Mustangs are not a team in recent years that has been able to win the low-scoring games. They got to get the offense cranking. And Jesse Campo will check back in. And he's going to be in for McCoy. Yeah, Fort Morgan needs some offensive options now, being outscored in the quarter 14-4 and down by 12. Fernando Marquez the other way. Marquez dribbles to his right, gets a pick from Fajardo. Straight away, Fajardo takes the 3, way short. And the rebound to Herrera. Herrera dribbles out of traffic. Ball poked from behind by Martinez and taken away by Jesse Campa. Nice defense by Martinez. Fajardo into the front court, left to the lane. Fajardo now behind the three-point line, maintains the dribble, gets a pick from Marquez. Fajardo bounce pass left baseline. It went by Martinez out of bounds. It was really no lane. He could have thrown it there, but Martinez couldn't do anything with it. Anyway, had he caught it. Mustangs with their 7 turnover, matching Roosevelt's total. With 1:38 to go in the second quarter, it's 26-14 Roosevelt. Now, I just don't see any semblance of a half-court offense being run by Fort Morgan. Very stagnant. With the basketball, dribbling to his right. Into the game is Luca Salvatore. And we've got a violation, an offensive foul. An illegal screen on Tucker Peterson. That's also a turnover, and the Mustangs have it right back. Good defense by Fort Morgan. And checking in now is Austin Kendall once again. And Fajardo to trigger it in. Let's see what they do here. This offense is spread out on the outside left. Fajardo straight away to Beto Martinez. High left to Campa. Campa straight away to Ortega into the lane. Swings it right corner. Fajardo 3. Nope, it's short. And then we got a foul on Martinez pushing off. Double bonus situation. It'll be Garrett Peterson to the line. They're just missing all these open shots. With 1:03 to go, And it'll be 2 free throws for Garrett Peterson, and the Mustangs have got to figure things out at halftime. And they're going to figure it out right from the bench because there's no locker room to go to. Straight up at 8 o'clock Mountain Time, this is Morgan County's B106, KPRB Brush Fort Morgan. Left-handed free throw to be attempted by Garrett Peterson. That's good. Now, this Roosevelt team was not good a year ago, but neither was Fort Morgan. And they split the 2 meetings. Martinez is out and Carnes is in. 27-14. Second free throw is up, and that's in. It's a 16-4 quarter, and Marquez nearly lost the basketball. He's got it across midcourt with 56 seconds to go on the high left. Marquez with a crossover dribble. Marquez left of the lane. Jump pass is poked out of bounds. This just does not look good. There's just no flow, and I don't know if they have many offensive threats out there. Fajardo certainly is, but he's yet to get going even in the first game. There's the lob left baseline. Fajardo forces up a shot, misses, and the rebound and put back, and he misses again, and then he goes over the back. This will be another double bonus on the other end. And a great effort, just didn't pay off there. Yeah, Braden is a tremendous athlete. But the shots are not falling for the Mustangs in this second quarter. And the free throw from Austin Beard, and that one's up and in. 4 points for Beard. And this game is getting away from the Mustangs. They got to score here. Down by 15. Second one is in the air, and that's in. 30-14. Here comes Wesley Carnes into Marquez. Marquez across the timeline on the high right. Marquez dribbling towards the corner. Now he's double teamed over there. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by Andy Schoen. Again, I don't know what the heck they're doing. You got one guy dribbling into the corner. There's no ball movement. I mean, the offense looks atrocious here. They're not moving the ball, and they're not getting a lot of wide open shots. Even the ones that they're getting in the lane, those are contested. Fajardo had 2 contested. They're not bad shots, but they need to swing it around and get an open shot, even a mid-range jumper they can hit. Because right now this game belongs to Roosevelt, up 16, 30-14 with 36 seconds to go. Marquez has 10 of the 14 points. And again, if you don't have a second option, you can forget about it. But what's hurt Fort Morgan is the fact that Wheatley had 2 early fouls and has been on the bench. 3/4 court, Marquez to throw it in. You had 3 15-point scores the other night. Marquez lobs it to Carnes down low, and then Ortega has the shot blocked out of bounds, but a foul. That's on Lucas Salvatore. So Frank Ortega to shoot 2. That was some nice ball movement there just to create that shot. Fort Morgan is 1 out of 6 from the free throw line so far. And this Ortega free throw is off to the right. They're not even close on some of these. They're not shooting them straight. 14% from the line in the first half. Second free throw's up, and he back rimmed it, and it's all over the rim, and it drops in. Wow, that took 2 high bounces, but it drops for Frankie. And now we've got a whistle, and that's a foul in the. It's a foul against Peterson. So Marquez to the stripe. That's his second foul. With 31 seconds to go. That's a double bonus. Let's see if Fernando can pick it up. He's 1 out of 4 from the stripe. He does have 10 points in the opening half. And I think they're kind of lubricating the ball. I don't know if I don't know what they're doing with the ball. They're trying to sanitize it, I guess, is what I'm looking at. So I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, that was a foul away from the ball. It's not an offensive foul. That's why Fernando's getting 2. If it's an offensive foul, a player control, then that would have just been Fort Morgan's ball. Instead, Fernando Marquez at the line, and he shoots it, and he misses off the lip of the rim. It just sat there. Second free throw upcoming, 30-15. Here's the score. That one's up, and that one's in. Mustangs down by 14. This could be the final possession of the opening half. 26 seconds to go. Cross-court pass is taken by Salvatore. Jump pass in the corner over there to Austin Beard. Near the top, here is Peterson. 18 seconds remaining. Right of the lane all the way. Scoops it up around. No good. And the rebound to Jesse Campa. Mustangs can make this a 12-point game or 11 with a 3. 9 seconds remaining. Carnes on the outside right. Hands it off to Ortega with 6. Here's Marquez with 4. Marquez spinning, leaning. Jump pass down low. Fajardo puts it up, and he missed an easy one. Oh, Braden Fajardo just had a point-blank look, and he missed it again. And that's the end of the opening half. With the score, Roosevelt 30, Fort Morgan 16. How about a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network? Let's begin the third quarter. Fort Morgan trails Roosevelt 30-16. I'm John Beltran, live from Johnstown. Mustangs needed to turn it around right now. If not, they'll go into the fourth quarter with a major deficit. It's already big enough as it is. It'll be Brock Saya, Andrew O'Brien, Garrett Peterson, Keaton Kaiser, and Austin Kendall for Roosevelt. The Mustangs with Jackson Langford, Jesse Campa, along with Briggs Wheatley, Fernando Marquez, and Braden Fajardo. It'll be Mustang basketball to begin the third quarter. And Wheatley to trigger it in. Along the side. Inbounds pass to Fajardo. Fajardo just across the timeline, dribbling against Tucker Peterson. Check that, that's Garrett Peterson now. Over to Marquez, swings it left side to Wheatley. Wheatley looking at the top for Langford. Mustangs trying to swing it around and create some offense. Fernando Marquez at the top for Fajardo, wide open 3. He'll take it, and that's way short. And the rebound is controlled by Keaton Kaiser of Roosevelt. Into the front court, jump pass intercepted by Wheatley. 9 turnover. Wheatley to Langford, had the ball stripped from Saya, and then Langford strips it. Langford jump pass down low off the hands of Campa out of bounds. Oh. Langford got stripped and made a great defensive play, but then the Mustangs could not convert. That's the story of the night. The limited opportunities they've had, they just can't score. In the backcourt, the pass is taken by Saya, guarded by Fajardo. Now here is Garrett Peterson. Peterson against Marquez, still in the backcourt, gets it to Kaiser. Kaiser with a left-handed dribble, jump pass, front court is controlled by O'Brien. Bounce pass inside, 2 defenders in the air. There's a foul. I don't think Austin Kendall got the shot off. It will be a foul on Fort Morgan, but I think that's going to be on the floor. It will be on Fernando Marquez. That's his first. Roosevelt to throw it in. Boy, they've got everybody spread out. The pass towards Kaiser goes out of bounds into the seats on the outside right. Turnover number 10 for the Rough Riders. Yeah, normally when shots are left short, it's legs related. Don't have the legs into the shot. Here's Marquez, swings it left side for Langford. Langford against Kaiser, picks up his dribble, got to get rid of it, and then he threw it behind Fernando Marquez out of bounds. Marquez was cutting to the basket again, no communication there. 9 turnovers for Fort Morgan. Neither team has scored in the quarter. They've combined for 4 turnovers. Garrett Peterson underneath his own basket against Fernando, lobs it near the midcourt to O'Brien. Lob down low in the lane as Kendall back out, intercepted on that pass at the free throw line by Campa. Here's Langford down low, Marquez. He banks and scores. Reverse layup for Marquez off the feet from Jackson Langford. 13 for Marquez, and the lead is down to 12. The other way, here's Garrett Peterson with a basketball. Peterson, cross-court pass, intercepted Fajardo all the way, and he's stripped out of bounds. Yeah, he wanted the foul, but I'd look like a clean strip from here by Brock Saya. That's the second time the Mustangs have been stripped going for a layup. And now we got a quick timeout called by Roosevelt. The Mustangs have some momentum. They just have to be able to score, trailing by 12 with just under 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. I mean, you smell it, but they have to hit an outside shot. I mean, Fajardo was left wide open. They're not going to respect anybody's outside shot unless they prove they can make it. And that's the issue. The Mustangs had 10 points in the opening quarter, 6 in the second, only 2 in the third. And trailing by 12. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. And mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Equitable Savings and Loan. Check them out today. The Mustangs break the huddle. They will have the basketball. They could make it a single-digit game with a 3. And Marquez will throw it in. Marquez looking. Still looking. Left baseline. Here's Fajardo back out to Campa. Penetrating left baseline. Fajardo pulls up. Jumper is short. Well, he's gone stone cold. The rebound to Austin Beard of Roosevelt. In the backcourt, Fajardo fouls Saya, and that's Fajardo's second. Try to go for the steal there with the right hand. And he fouls him about 70-some-odd feet away from the basket. Mustangs will pressure in the backcourt. Here's Garrett Peterson, picked up now at midcourt by Marquez. Dribbles against him, dribbles by him all the way, lays it up, and short. Jackson Langford with a rebound for Fort Morgan. Langford, long pass to Wheatley, lays it up and in with a right hand off the glass. Wheatley scores for the first time in the game. The Mustangs trail by 10, 30-20. Back into this with 5:53 to go in the third. Across midcourt is Austin Beard. Jump pass on the outside left to Kaiser. Left corner, wide open 3 is off the back of the rim, and that's missed over there by Peterson. Going for his own rebound, can't get it. That is Jackson Langford away with the basketball. Behind the back, Marquez leans, banks, scores. Marquez scores again. He's got 15, and Fort Morgan is on a 6-0 run to begin the quarter. Andrew O'Brien the other way, 5.5 to go. Back out the side, looked like a double dribble, no whistle. Saya against Fajardo. Saya left of the lane. Left corner over to Peterson. Back out Kaiser. Roosevelt slowing things down on the high right. Here is Beard. Now to Saya. Saya gets a pick against Fajardo. Dribbles to his left. Swings it left side to Peterson. Now here is Kaiser on the high left. Lost control and got it back near the midcourt line. Here is Kaiser in the right corner. Beard, three-pointer. Good. Boy, that's a big one for Austin Beard. That gets it back up to double digits, 33-22, with 4:55 to go in the third quarter. The Mustangs' 6-0 run comes to a halt. Briggs Wheatley dribbles into the lane, and he goes all the way, lays it up and in, and a foul. Wheatley, a strong move to the glass with the left hand. He found the lane, and he found the bucket. And the foul was on Keaton Kaiser, his second. What a strong move by Briggs Wheatley. Mustangs down by 9. Approaching the midway mark of the third quarter. Tucker Peterson is now in for Andrew O'Brien. And Briggs Wheatley can make this an 8-point game. Boy, that was a real strong move. And being a left-handed player, that really makes it difficult for these guys. Free throw is off the back of the rim, and Keaton Kaiser has the rebound. And there's a steal in the backcourt. Marquez is fouled. But again, is Fort Morgan going to start shooting free throws and making them? That might be Kaiser again. That's going to be his third. And Ramirez is going to check in momentarily. They got to hit free throws, though. This one's up, and that one is around and off to the right. Fort Morgan has missed 10 of 13 free throws. I mean, you can't win like that. And Fernando, I don't know what's going on with him at the line. He's really off. Second free throw, and that one's good. But even at that, Fernando at the line is 3 out of 8. 33-25, 4:38 to go. Saya on the outside right to Peterson. Right corner, Beard 3 is off the back of the rim, and that's a strong rebound by Fernando Marquez, his fifth board. Out of the pack, here is Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley lost control of the basketball, taken by Langford. He banks and he scores. Langford to the left of the basket. Langford now with 4. The Mustangs to within 6. Backcourt pressure being applied. Tucker Peterson, baseball pass towards Ramirez. That ball's headed out of bounds, and it is out of bounds. Roosevelt turnover, and the Mustangs now trailing by 6, watching Roosevelt commit their 13th turnover of the game, the 5th of this quarter, and we have 4:12 to go, and Fort Morgan, just like that, is back in it. Now, the Mustangs are still not really hitting an outside shot, but you know what? They're driving to the rack, and now those shots that were not falling earlier are starting to fall. But if they can get a three-pointer or just something from the outside, that'll open up the middle and the inside even more. Roosevelt knows that they don't need to defend the perimeter even close to what they have to defend down low because the Mustangs have been unable to shoot from the outside. While Roosevelt has hit some three-pointers, which has been a key in this game. Roosevelt does have 4 threes, and the Mustangs only with 1. Fort Morgan basketball. Wheatley to throw it in the backcourt. And Fernando Marquez will take it across the timeline for Fort Morgan, met by Tucker Peterson. Dribbles to his right. There's a foul. That'll be the third team foul. Peterson commits his second. Yeah, he bumped him. Marquez to throw it in, three-quarters court. Marquez bounce pass near the timeline. Here is Wesley Carnes into the game. Carnes behind his back. Carnes in the lane. Pulls up from 12. Yes! Wesley Carnes with a beautiful jumper. He's got 4. The lead is down to 4. Here's Peterson. Cross-court pass to Beard. Back out to Garrett Peterson. Peterson on the high right to Saya. Fort Morgan with a huge third quarter so far. They've scored 13 points in the quarter. We have 3:43 to go soon. And the ball is in the backcourt. And did they call a timeout? Yeah, going to the floor was Peterson in front of the Fort Morgan bench. And then a 30-second timeout called by Roosevelt as he went to the floor and kept the ball from going out of bounds. And here come Levi McCoy and Frank Ortega into the game with a 33-29 Roosevelt lead. But Fort Morgan in this quarter has outscored Roosevelt 13-3. So they have shaved off the majority of the lead. And Fernando Marquez has 16 points. Ramirez now back in for Roosevelt. Out there with Saya, Andrew O'Brien. Is that Austin Kendall out there? And Tucker Peterson. The Mustangs with Carnes, Marquez, McCoy, Ortega, and Wheatley. At midcourt, O'Brien to throw it in. In the backcourt, here's Saya. Saya for Roosevelt. Saya feeds it to Ramirez, gets a pick, dribbles towards the free throw line. Bounce pass inside, nearly poked away by Wheatley. Now he's got it. It's a steal. Oh, it was a steal. Now he's got it again. Turnover number 14. McCoy, cross-court pass to Ortega. Ortega leans, banks, misses. Partially blocked. Andrew O'Brien comes away with a basketball for Roosevelt. That could have made it a 2-point game. O'Brien then is tripped up by Ortega at midcourt. Ortega with his first foul. And let's see who's going to throw it in. As back into the game are Jaden Herrera and Austin Kendall in there for Austin Beard. O'Brien to throw it in. Anybody's game now with 3:10 to go in the third. 33-29 Roosevelt. Bounce pass to Herrera. Back into the front court to Ramirez near the top. Here is Brock Saya, guarded by Wesley Carnes on the outside right to Herrera. In the corner now, dribbling to his left is Kendall. Kendall against Ortega, backing in. Right corner to Herrera. Swings it back, and it's going to be tipped into the back court by Brock Saya over and back. That's a good call. Over and back, because Carnes went for the basketball but never made contact and didn't need to. Turnover number 7 in the quarter for Roosevelt. 15 in the game. Roosevelt has scored just 3 points and committed 7 turnovers in the quarter. Now to throw it in is Carnes. Looking. Lobs it on the outside right to Marquez. Marquez guarded by O'Brien. Marquez dribbling towards the free throw line. Picks up his dribble, and then he did travel. Yep, he did shuffle the feet. 10 turnover for the Mustangs. And now to throw it in, quarter court is Jaden Herrera. Herrera looking, swings it underneath. In the backcourt to Ramirez, now to Saya. Saya against Wesley Carnes, left-handed dribble, bumped by Carnes, no whistle, at the top of the basketball. Dribbling on the outside right, utilizing a pick, backing up behind the three-point line. Back out to Austin Kendall, pulls up from 12 feet, yes, and a foul on Fort Morgan. I didn't see where the foul was, but Kendall made the shot, and the foul was on Levi McCoy. McCoy commits his second. This will be an and one. That's a big, big call there. Fort Morgan was smelling being down by 2 or maybe 1 point. Now it could be a 7-point game with 2:27 to go in the third. And the free throw is good. It rattles in for Austin Kendall. He's got 7 points in the game. Roosevelt 36, Fort Morgan 29. 2:23 to go in the third. Marquez at the top of the basketball, bumped, and that's going to be a foul on Xavier Ramirez. Team's fourth. The Mustangs also have 4. And just beyond midcourt, Marquez to throw it in. You'd feel better about this game if you're down by only 2 possessions going into the fourth. And, yeah, Ramirez was too close. They want him to back off a bit. Marquez. And what happened there? That got to be against Fort Morgan. I'm not sure what happened on the inbounds pass. But that'll be a turnover against Fort Morgan. Roosevelt's got it. It wasn't a 5-second violation, but I don't have any idea. Langford is back in. Langford, Carnes, Campa, Ortega, and Marquez. Along the side, Herrera gets it in on the bounce to O'Brien with Campa to beat, but he's going to slow it down, hand it off to Herrera. Herrera on the high left to O'Brien, back near the timeline to Saya, guarded by Carnes. Bounce pass in the left corner. Here's Herrera, gets a pick at the top. Herrera right side to Ramirez, through his hands, but he picks it back up in the corner. Dribbles by 2, leans, puts up a floater, misses, gets the rebound, banks and scores. Nobody cut him off. And Ramirez now has 4. It's a 5-0 run for Roosevelt, 38-29. Here's Carnes the other way in the lane. Swings it down low for Campa, left baseline. He's got to kick it back out. Marquez has got it. Marquez puts up a runner around and off to the left. And the rebound is tipped into the hands of Austin Kendall. And Kendall lost the ball, got it back though. O'Brien now to Saya. 1:36 to go. Long pass, left baseline penetrating. Herrera, bounce pass down low. And it's a layup for Austin Kendall. The Mustangs need a timeout. It's a 7-0 run. 90 seconds remaining. Third quarter, Roosevelt 40, Fort Morgan 29 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Mustangs began the quarter on a 13-3 run. Now it's a 7-0 run for Roosevelt. They lead 40-29 Mustang basketball late in the third quarter. It'll be Wesley Carnes bringing it into the front court. Carnes against Saya. Carnes to his right, hands it off to Frank Ortega. Ortega at the free throw line, back out to Langford. Langford straight away, guarded over there, and the pass goes through the hands of Ortega, out of bounds, intended for Carnes in the corner. I don't think Ortega was supposed to be there. And Fort Morgan commits their 5th turnover of the quarter, 12th of the game. And Herrera along the side in the backcourt will be the inbounds passer. Long pass towards midcourt, taken by Saya with 1 to beat. Bounce pass knocked away by Ortega and out of bounds. Briggs Wheatley will come back into the game. There's just not a lot out there for Fort Morgan at times. Nick Beltran will also check back in. Carnes is out and Campa's out as well. 7-0 run for Roosevelt. They've got the basketball with 1:12 to go in the third. There's the inbounds pass to Andrew O'Brien. Now long 3, Saya is an air ball, but it's picked up by Kendall. Long 3 now by Saya. That's short. And then O'Brien goes for the rebound. Oh, boy, he's got it now to Saya. Now the ball is loose underneath, and bodies go flying. There's going to be a tie up there. And possession arrow. I think it stays with Roosevelt. Let's check. But somebody's got to make a stop and then hit a shot on the other end. So Roosevelt basketball, 57 seconds to go in the third. O'Brien to throw it in. Still looking. Still looking. Bounce pass inside to Saya. Banks and scores. Boy, the Mustangs got burned there. Somebody cut to the basket. 42-29. It's a 9-0 run. Marquez the other way with 47 seconds to go. Marquez nearly traveled. He's double teamed. He puts up a floater. It's an air ball. That's just forcing a shot. And now we've got a whistle and a tie-up in the backcourt possession arrow, Fort Morgan. But Marquez has got to do something. That was ball hog stuff there. I mean, he had nothing there. You got to get rid of it. Ortega to throw it in. Bounce pass inside. Beltran banks and scores. Nice cut to the basket. And Nick Beltran from Ortega puts it in. 42-31. That stops the 9-0 run. 32 seconds to go, third quarter. On the outside left to Saya. Straight away, here's Andrew O'Brien. Need a stop if you're the Mustangs. Back out to Saya. Looks up at the clock with 23 seconds remaining. Right side to Herrera. Picked up by Langford. Maintains the left-handed dribble. Picks it up. Cross court. Headed for Ramirez. Nearly went out of bounds. Chased it down near the timeline. Now Austin Kendall against Frank Ortega. 11 seconds to go. Now with 10. Swings it back at the top to Ramirez with 7. With 6. Dribbling against Marquez with 4. Stripped by Marquez with 3. Marquez with 2. Puts up a three-pointer and hits nothing but glass. Wheatley's follow is going to be late anyway. We have played 24 minutes of basketball with the score. Roosevelt 42, Fort Morgan 31. We're back in 1 minute on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, the Mustangs have 8 minutes to make up this deficit. They were down by 16 at the break. Make it 14 at the break, close to within 4. But then Roosevelt went on a 9-0 run. It's now 42-31 Roosevelt. They've got the ball to begin the fourth. Langford, Beto Martinez, Briggs Wheatley, Nick Beltran, and Fernando Marquez. It is Keaton Kaiser, Brock Saya, Andrew O'Brien, Jaden Herrera, and Austin Kendall for Roosevelt. With the basketball is Saya against Marquez, dribbling to his left. Now back out to Kendall, strip, but he got the ball back. On the high left, Saya with the basketball. Saya dribbles to his right, guarded by Beltran, now in the corner. Down low, and the entry pass intercepted by Wheatley. Ahead is Marquez. Marquez will lay it up. Oh, he's going to blow an easy one. Rebound to Langford. He banks and he misses. Oh, my gosh. And then the Mustangs commit a foul. How do you miss those? Oh, my gosh. Those are baby layups. Well, it's actually going to be a no foul out on Fort Morgan. Wow. I mean, those were easy layups. Marquez missed his by a mile. Bounce pass in the backcourt to O'Brien. It's not going to be their night. I just don't see them winning the way they're missing these shots. Here is Saya. Cross-court pass is poked away, intercepted by Wheatley, and there's a foul. And are they going to call offensive? Holy mahungus, no! You can't call offensive on Wheatley. Oh, that's not a good call. I mean, Andy Schoen is beside himself. I don't blame him. That is not a good call. Wow. I mean, the defender went flying, but that's because he got in the way of Wheatley. Wheatley had a clear path there. So that turnover goes to Fort Morgan. It'll be Roosevelt basketball, still the same scores we had at the end of the third. Brock Saya against Beto Martinez. Crossover dribble. On the outside left, here's Austin Kendall behind his back. He lost control and he got it back. Dribbles left baseline. Jump pass inside. O'Brien has the shot blocked, but a foul on Langford. Langford commits his third. And to the line is Andrew O'Brien to shoot a deuce. Fort Morgan in the quarter outscored Roosevelt 15-12, but that's not enough. Free throw is off the back of the rim. Jesse Campa checks in for Jackson Langford. And check that for Jack. That's his fourth foul. 4 fouls on Langford. And they were going to call that on him every time he tried to swat at that ball. Second free throw is up, and that's in. And the lead is a dozen, 43-31. Mustangs need lots of offense here. Briggs Wheatley with the basketball in the lane. Jump pass, left baseline for Campa. Back out to Martinez. On the right wing, Marquez. Marquez inside, was fouled on the floor. That'll be the 15th foul. Mustangs will throw it in. And that was on Jaden Herrera, his first. Marquez to trigger it in. Marquez looking corner. Beto Martinez back, and he traveled. That's a good call. He did travel on the hesitation. Well, Fort Morgan now with 15 turnovers. Roosevelt in the game is 17, so that category is nearly even. Herrera in the backcourt. The pass is taken over there by Austin Kendall. 6:50 to go in the game. Lob, free throw line. O'Brien guarded by Beltran. Stripped by Beltran. Here is Beto Martinez with the basketball. Beto all the way, scoops it up, misses. And then Beltran went for the rebound, but it's controlled by O'Brien. Again, not converting with the Mustangs. Saya the other way, bump, puts it up, misses, foul Marquez. Fort Morgan cannot convert. They have blown so many. Taking advantage of turnovers, and they can't. They miss layups all over the place. And here we go. Marquez commits his second. And Brock Saya to the line. It's not meant to be tonight. No way. I just don't see it. They close to within 4. And since then, it's a 10-2 run for the Rough Riders. And I think they're going to wipe off that basketball and sanitize it again. And they can basically equal their halftime lead if they make these 2 free throws. So here we go. At the line is Brock Saya. Fort Morgan has committed 9 fouls in this half, so they could put Roosevelt on the line a lot more after this. The Mustangs are 2 fouls away from the single bonus. Brock Saya's got 10 points. And he leads Roosevelt in the scoring column, make it 11. 44-31. The Roosevelt girls already won tonight by a hefty margin. Second free throw is around and good. They won by 40 tonight. Here is Marquez. Marquez at the top. Marquez with the basketball. Marquez, or check that, they won by 50, 73-23. We got a foul. Marquez driving was fouled on the floor. Let's see, he was fouled by Keaton Kaiser. That's his 4th. Marquez looking back on the right side to Campa. Now to Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley with the basketball to Marquez. Marquez leans. He's going to have to kick it back out. Does to Beltran. Beltran at the free throw line. Beltran looks back out to Marquez straight away. Marquez, 3-pointers up and around, and it bounces no good. And the ball's poked out of bounds by Beltran. It'll be Roosevelt basketball. Yeah, they're going to have to work on this offense. Herrera to throw it in. Herrera looking, swings it in the backcourt to Sy, out of Herrera. Still plenty of time if Fort Morgan could put together a run. 6:06 to go, trailing Roosevelt 45-31. Sy on the outside left to Austin Kendall, gets a pick operating, and then an offensive foul. That's an illegal screen set by Andrew O'Brien. 3rd foul on O'Brien. That goes as a turnover as well. That's number 19. But again, can you score on back-to-back-to-back possessions? Almost impossible when you had 10 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second. You have not scored in this quarter in the first 2+ minutes. Marquez looking, still looking. Jump pass to Martinez. Martinez in the lane. Hands it off to Wheatley. Wheatley all the way scoops it up, and he missed it. Rebound to Wheatley. He goes back up, and he's fouled as he misses. Wheatley to the stripe. That's where he operates best, right around the basket. Foul is on Garrett Peterson, his 3rd. Now the free throw shooting, which has been an issue for the Mustangs tonight. And the Wheatley free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Second free throw upcoming. For Briggs Wheatley. He bends, he shoots, and he misses badly off to the left, and the ball's knocked out of bounds, but it's off Roosevelt. Fort Morgan tonight, I'm sorry, a 4 out of 16 is embarrassing. I mean, this is too good of a team to do that. Wesley Carnes into the game. Here is Marquez out to check that Wheatley to Carnes offensive foul. We had a push-off on the offensive end. I don't see it on the board. Yeah, they're going to Beto Martinez. That's his third. Jaden Herrera in the backcourt to Kendall. Now back to Herrera from Kendall. Into the front court against Campa in the right corner. Penetrating right baseline all the way is Peterson and has the shot blocked, but he misses, and that's going to be a foul on Fort Morgan. Did that clutch in the air, and Wesley Carnes brought down the wrist for his first foul. Well, the board says that's his second. Peterson to shoot 2. Free throw is in and out. Yeah, I mean, that's a painful column to look at. 4 out of 16 from the line on a stationary shot with nobody guarding you. Second free throw, and that's around and in for Garrett Peterson. 46-31, and then a double dribble. That's a good call. Fernando double dribbled. Now the Mustangs have 10 turnovers in the second half. They took care of the ball on Tuesday, not now. 17 turnovers. Now Roosevelt's committed more, but they're up by 15. Inbounds pass is taken over there by O'Brien, and there's going to be a foul. Beto Martinez went for the steal. But that will be his fourth. Fourth foul for Martinez. Double bonus for O'Brien. And he will shoot the 2. First free throw is in. Thanks as always to our sponsors for supporting this broadcast, including Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. Greg Mullen, State Farm Insurance. Second free throws in the air. Bingo. O'Brien has given Roosevelt a 17-point lead, 48-31. Mustangs got to get a lot better before the game against Erie. Spinning, turning, banking, missing is Wheatley, but he's fouled. Strong move to the lane. And Jaden Herrera with a foul. Wheatley to shoot 2. Wheatley has his first free throw go in. There you go. But he had missed his first 3. Second free throw's coming up for the left-hander, the junior. It's a 16-point game, and it's still 16. He back-rimmed it. The rebound is tipped into the hands of a Mustang, and that's Wheatley. Now the 3 by Carnes is good. Wesley Carnes nails the triple. He's had a nice game. He's got 7 points. Give Wheatley the rebound there, 48-35. Still 5 minutes to go. Thing is not over. And a steal in the front court by Fernando Marquez. Then he's fouled. Double bonus. And Garrett Peterson commits his 4th. So now Peterson will step to the line. Now check that. It's Peterson to Marquez. Off the foul of Peterson. You never know in this game. It just appears that with Fort Morgan's lack of consistency on offense, and they won't get to 60 tonight unless this game goes a couple of overtimes. Free throw by Marquez is off to the right. Oh, boy. Fernando has 16 points, but it's been rough. He has had to work hard just for that. Second free throw, yes. Fernando is 17. 48-36, under 5 minutes to go from Johnstown. Backcourt Syed. Looked like he traveled. He did. He took a hop step once he grabbed the ball underneath his own basket. That is turnover number 20 for Roosevelt. A 3 can make this a single-digit game. Here is Wheatley from the pass, and the shot is up, and he missed. But he's at the line. He got fouled again off the inbounds pass from Carnes. Foul is on Austin Kendall, his second. All of a sudden, this game is slowed down considerably. Wheatley back to the line. Free throw is good. 48. Should be 48-37. There you go. Wheatley can make this a 10-point contest. They made a run in the third quarter, but Roosevelt responded by scoring 9 points in a row. And this free throw is in. Now the Mustangs are down 10. Backcourt pass is taken over there by Austin Beard. Beard bounce pass underneath the basket on the back court there to Brock Saya. Jump pass front court to Kendall. Long pass inside. Nope, back out. Here's a three by Kaiser, and that's short. Mustangs grab the rebound. That is Frankie Ortega. Now they can make it a single-digit game. 4:37 to go. Carnes, long pass front court. Wheatley. Wheatley all the way. Leans, banks, misses. Defensive foul. Wheatley to the line. Andrew O'Brien with his fourth. Wheatley can live at the line all night. And with Fort Morgan down by 9. Is that even right? I thought I had that differently. Let's see. Free throw is up, and that's around and good for Briggs Wheatley. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 47-39. That's correct. They're right there. They're right there. They're stopping the clock. It's not over yet. It appeared that it was going to be over a few minutes ago. That free throws around, and it rattles in. Wheatley has made 4 free throws in a row. 47-40. Don't foul. Into the front court. Saya, 2-on-1. Left of the lane. Bounce pass inside. Layup is up and in. That was an easy one. And that was converted by Austin Beard. Beard now with 10. 49-40. Into the front court is Carnes. Back out to Marquez on a high left. Double team. Marquez out of traffic. Inside to Wheatley. Banks and scores to the left of the basket. Wheatley now has 7 points in the quarter. 11 points in the game. Front court pass tipped away by Wheatley. And there's a foul. Several bodies on the floor. Fort Morgan closest to within 7. And one Rough Rider still not getting up on the offensive end. Wheatley went to the floor and got up. But let's see if we can catch that number. I think that foul's going to be on Wheatley. Maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him with 4:08 to go in the game. Fort Morgan still in this thing. They were down by 15 moments ago, and they're only trailing by 7. I'm not sure who that is. I'm trying to check out all the other numbers, unless it's not Beard. It's not Saya. That might be. I wonder if it's one of the Petersons. Oh, it is Keaton Kaiser. I thought I saw Kaiser on the bench. He looks like one of his teammates, Keaton Kaiser. And that might be a concussion. He went down. He's kind of wobbly. Excellent football player is Kaiser, but he's going to be checked out. Either way, Briggs Wheatley commits his 4th foul. I thought I had it at 3, but again, the official book has got it at 4. Double bonus here for Austin Kendall. Kendall scored 7 points tonight. Roosevelt is 6 out of 8 from the free throw line in the 4th quarter. In fact, they only have 1 field goal in this quarter, and we're midway through. And the free throw is in. And the lead is back up to 8, 50-42. Beltran is in for Wheatley. Mustangs will need some offense, too. Kendall, it would still be a 3-possession game even if he makes it. This free throw is up, and that's in. 51-42. Here comes Fort Morgan. They need to score. Definitely on this possession. Marquez across the timeline. Marquez gets a pick from Beltran. Outside left Carnes. Carnes left baseline. And he puts up a runner. Good. Boy, Carnes is having a great game along the left baseline. 51-44. Carnes now with 9. Here's Ramirez the other way. Ramirez, reverse wild layup is around, and he missed it. And there's an over the back that is. The foul, Jesse Campa should go to the stripe. It looked like that foul was committed by Beard. I think that was 2-2, and Campa, no, they're going to say it was Jaden Herrera instead. But that would place Campa at the line. And it's a 30-second timeout. Fort Morgan has made a nice comeback, but can they complete the process? 51-44. The Mustangs are down by 7. They've been teasing us with these comebacks. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Western Engineering Consultants. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart at Western Engineering Consultants. So it'll be 2 free throws. I believe that is Jesse Campos should get them. If he makes one, it's a 2-possession game, and we still have 3:47 to go. No reason the Mustangs can't rally and win this one. It is Kaiser, along with Beard, Herrera, Saya, and Ramirez. That's your lineup there for Roosevelt. It is Carnes, Marquez, Campa, Wheatley back in, and Ortega. For Fort Morgan, the Campa free throw is good. His first point, 51-45. Second free throw is up, and it's a 5-point game, 51-46. Backcourt pressure. Saya, long pass towards Herrera. Herrera with Wheatley to beat, has the ball blocked, and then it's put up by Ramirez. He's fouled. Nice job of Wheatley not committing the foul on that first layup attempt. If not, it would have fouled him out. This one instead is on Carnes. That'll be his third. And once again, it's Ramirez at the line. Well, actually, he hasn't shot a free throw yet. Let's see if he can miss one. Keep it at a 2-possession game, and he misses that one off the back of the rim. That's only the third miss for Roosevelt in this quarter. Keep in mind, they've made 8 free throws in the quarter. Second free throw is up, and that is no good. Short. Wheatley with a rebound. Fort Morgan can make this a 2-point game, but the ball is thrown away. A steal. Saya the other way lays it up and in. Oh, that's a huge turnover for Fort Morgan. Huge, and that is turnover number 18. And Ortega the other way. Ortega looking. Gets it to Carnes, 53-46 Roosevelt. 3:18 to go in the game. Carnes in the lane, back out to Ortega. Straight away to Marquez. Marquez right of the lane, spinning, turning, shooting, scoring. Little 12-footer, Fernando Marquez. Marquez now has 19 points. 53-48, 3:03 to go. Saya on the outside left to Herrera. Herrera left corner. Faking the three is Austin Beard back out near the timeline. Here is Brock Saya outside left to Herrera. Herrera guarded by Marquez. Back out to Beard. Gets a pick. On the outside left, now in the corner. Herrera penetrates. He leans. He banks and he scores. No Mustangs were there to defend Jaden Herrera, who had not scored before that bucket. 55-48, 2:37 remaining in the game from Johnstown. Carnes straight away for Fort Morgan in the front court. Crossover dribble, 3 in the air. He breaks it off to the left. Herrera with the board. Herrera on the outlet pass to Ramirez. Quickly into the front court is Saya all the way off the glass. Strong shot, and he missed it. And the ball is loose on the floor. Campo was fouled. Yep, that should be 2 free throws for the Mustangs, and the foul would have been on Austin Kendall. So it will be Kendall's second foul. And again, for the second time here in this quarter, you can make it a 5-point game with 2 made free throws, or at least just 2 possessions, even if he makes one. 2:20 to go from Johnstown. The Campa free throw is around and no good. Second free throw upcoming. Missed free throws are going to be a major difference for the Mustangs. At one point, there were 4 out of 16, but Briggs Wheatley did hit 4 in a row. This free throw is up, and that's around and good. So now it's 55-49. Jackson Langford in for Campa. You got some length in there with Langford and Wheatley. To trigger it in is Andrew O'Brien. Nope, it's going to be Austin Kendall instead, switching places. Kendall, backcourt bounce pass to Herrera, picked up by Frank Ortega. Picks up the dribble. That's not good for Roosevelt. Jump pass to Saya. Saya against Marquez across the timeline. Long pass to O'Brien. He banks, scores, and a Langford foul. That might do it. The lead is 8. And O'Brien to the line And Langford is done with 4 points tonight. Here comes Nick Beltran into the game for Langford. O'Brien has 5 points all in the quarter. 57. It'll still be a 3-possession game. You can't make it a 4-possession game, but now you've got to score on virtually every possession. And the free throws coming up here for Andrew O'Brien. That's up, and that's off the back of the rim. But the long rebound is controlled, and then we have a foul. That might be on Beltran. The foul with Austin Kendall. Yep, Beltran commits his second. And missed free throws sometimes pay off. Beltran had him blocked out, but it was a long rebound. Well, now they can make it a 4-possession game if he makes 2. 57-49 Roosevelt, 2:06 to go. Very slow fourth quarter with all the free throws, and this free throw's a line drive, back rimmed it. Okay, it'll still be just a 3-possession game. Second free throw coming up for Kendall. Kendall ready, bends, shoots, and he scores. 58-49, need a bucket. Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. Marquez, right corner, Carnes takes the 3. Good! Wesley Carnes from the corner. Another 3. He's got 8 points in the quarter, 12 in the game. Boy, he's going to earn more playing time with the way he's playing. 58-52. We have 1 minute and 59 seconds to go in the game. And Fort Morgan is not going away. And Wesley Carnes is a big reason for that. Double bonus both sides the rest of the way. The Mustangs tonight offensively in the scoring column led by Marquez with 19, but he's missed a lot of shots too. Carnes has been more consistent with the 8 points in the fourth quarter, 12 in the game. Briggs Wheatley's also in double figures with 11. So for the second straight game, the Mustangs have 3 players in double figures. And I didn't think they had any chance of getting to 60 tonight. Any chance. But that seems to be a magic number. They're down 58-52. So they have to come up with something special defensively, some steals. Mustangs will be sending out Carnes, Wheatley, Marquez, Beltran, and Ortega. It'll be Austin Kendall to throw it in for Roosevelt. Kendall in the backcourt. Feeds Saya. Saya against Marquez. Overhead pass taken in midcourt by O'Brien. Now in the right corner with the basketball is Herrera. You know they're not going to shoot. Mustangs have got to come up with a steal. Down to 1 minute 48 to go. Nearly taken away. Here on the right baseline. Here's Saya, a little 10-footer. He banked it in. Wow, he had no angle and scored. Saya now with 16. 60-52. Marquez the other way on the outside right. Marquez fell. Picked the ball back up. Marquez has to get rid of it. Marquez back out to Carnes. Carnes in the high right. Marquez will reset. Carnes between his legs. Carnes going to hand it off to Ortega. Ortega in the lane. Ortega looks like he was fouled on the floor. And he'll get 2 free throws. Try to make this a 6-point game with 1 minute 24 remaining. That is Ramirez committing his third. And Ortega to throw it in. The Ortega free throw is off the back of the rim. Beltran is out. Martinez is in for some defense there. Second free throw is upcoming for Frank Ortega. Again, you miss free throws, and that's going to kill you, and the Mustangs have missed a ton. When we go through the numbers, it's not going to look pretty. This free throw is back-rimmed. Rebound to Marquez, though. Marquez leans, banks, and he misses, but a foul. So he's back at the line. Is that another foul on Ramirez? That would be his 4th, and it is. Now Fernando's got to make free throws. Still lots of misses. That one's up, and it barely got to the rim. Fort Morgan has missed 10 free throws in this half. They have missed 18 free throws in the game. You think that would make a difference? With 1:21 to go. Marquez spins, shoots, connects. He's got 20. 60-53. 1:18 to go. There's the lob front court to O'Brien against Wheatley. Bounce pass near the corner. Here is Austin Kendall. Now here's Saya. Now to Kendall. Fakes that shot. 1:07 to go. Then poke from behind. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by Frank Ortega. Mustangs need a bucket. Ortega, right corner, Marquez. To his left. Puts up a three. Yes! Fernando has made it. 60-56. 54 seconds to go. Timeout. There's still a shot here for the Mustangs. Marquez made a clutch one there. He's got 23. When they needed a three, Wesley Carnes is at 2. Fernando's at 1. Down only by 4 with 56 seconds to go in the game, 60-56. Well, 60 cannot be a magic number for a victory tonight because Roosevelt has that many. Fort Morgan was down by as many as 16. They drew to within 4. Roosevelt went on a 9-0 run. But the Mustangs have come back again. And again, there have been so many free throws. I mean, between the teams in this quarter alone, give you an idea how long this quarter's taken. 32 free throws. 18 by Fort Morgan, 14 by Roosevelt. That makes for about a 2-hour basketball game. Austin Kendall to throw it in. Kendall in the backcourt. He's going to feed it over to Saya. Saya jump pass near midcourt to Kendall. Kendall against Wheatley. Lob cross court. Taken over there by O'Brien. Mustangs are going to need to foul. Near the timeline. Here is Saya. Saya near the top. Cross court to Peterson. And there's the foul by Carnes with 38 seconds to go. Carnes with his 4th. The problem with Peterson, well, he's 5 out of 8 from the line. So he's capable of missing based on what he's done tonight. Beltran getting ready to check in. Free throw is in and out. He'll check in for Martinez, I'm sure. Yep. So let's see what happens here. Second free throw's coming up. 60-56 Roosevelt. And the second free throw to be attempted here by Garrett Peterson. The left-hander bends, shoots, and scores 61-56. Now that is Austin Beard into the game. Mustangs don't need a three. The inbounds pass will be from Wheatley to Nick Beltran. Beltran with the basketball between his legs in the high right. Beltran is going to hand it off to Carnes. Carnes will take the right wing three. It's off to the right. Rebound to Wheatley. He goes back up and he misses. And the ball is tipped and the putback is up and missed by Ortega. Wheatley misses. The ball is loose. Wheatley puts it up and he misses for a third time. And the ball is out of bounds. It goes to Roosevelt. Oh, that should be the other way. That should be the other way. I think they're going to give it to Fort Morgan. The officials converge. It looked like it went off Roosevelt. That should be Fort Morgan basketball. They'll keep it with 19 seconds to go, but they missed 3 attempts there. Now you need a 3 because you're down by 5 with 19 seconds to go. Beltran to throw it in. Beltran looking, still looking, feeds it to Marquez in the corner. Marquez in the lane. He leans, he puts it up, he misses. Put back is up and missed by Wheatley. Foul from behind. Fouled by Austin Kendall. And Kendall has committed his 3rd. You got to make 2 here to get to within 3. You have to make both. And the free throw is in. 61-57. Wheatley has 8 points in the quarter, 12 in the game. Second free throw, yes. Still a shot here. 61-58, 14 seconds to go. If you can come up with a steal, Beto Martinez in for Nick Beltran. Yeah, he is the Beltran definitely not the defender Beto is. That's why they're switching offense for defense. In the backcourt with the basketball, Saez, pressure over there, and then he's fouled. 11 seconds remaining. Beltran will come back in here. Brock Saya just needs to make one for a two-possession game. Oh, actually, he's coming in for Carnes, who fouled out. But what a game there for Wesley Carnes. So Carnes is fouled out with 12 points, but he played a terrific game, especially in the fourth quarter. So Martinez, Wheatley, Beltran, Marquez, and Ortega. Free throw by Saya. It's going to be short and off to the right. He misses. You got a chance to tie the game with a three. With 11 seconds to go, and Fort Morgan might take a timeout. Boy, it's going to be a heartbreaker. They lose this one that close, but you know what? They put themselves in a big hole, down by as many as 16. Second free throw is coming up for Brock Saya. That's in the air, and he missed it again, and the ball is tipped around to Wheatley. Mustangs, 9 seconds to go, need a three, and a timeout is called with 8 seconds remaining. 61-58. Roosevelt is in the lead. Fort Morgan can tie the game with a three. Wow. Who would have thought that they would have a possession to send this game into overtime? Marquez, Ortega, Wheatley, Beltran, and Martinez will be on the floor for the Mustangs. The Mustangs have two that have fouled out. Langford with 4 points, Carnes with 12. Marquez can hit the three. Beltran can hit the three. I don't know, Briggs has taken many threes. Frankie, spot shooter at times. We'll see what happens. But you got to go three here. Because if you make a two, and if you make it immediately, you still got to go the length of the floor for another possession. So this is to send the game into overtime. Saya, Beard, Kendall, Ramirez, and O'Brien for Roosevelt. Here we go with Martinez, Beltran, Ortega, Wheatley, and Marquez to throw it in for the Mustangs. 8 seconds to go. 3/4 court. Saya's right on top of him. 61-58 Roosevelt. There's the inbounds pass to Beltran. Beltran to the timeline with 5, with 4. Beltran swings it to Marquez. Marquez steps to his left. The three is off the back of the rim. Put back by Wheatley's no good. And the Roosevelt Rough Riders have defeated the Fort Morgan Mustangs. The play was run well. It was run really well, but well defended. Final score, 61-58. Mustangs put together 27 points in that quarter and fall short by just 3. Let's take a short break, and we'll come back with a recap on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs lose tonight in Johnstown to the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Great comeback, but it fell short, 61-58. Fernando Marquez had a difficult three, and it was just a deep shot for him. And Roosevelt comes away with a victory. Post-game show brought to you by Morgan Community College, here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Roosevelt led 12-10 after 1, 30-16 at the break, 42-31 after 3, and then Fort Morgan outscored Roosevelt 27-19 in the fourth quarter. So they made it a game, and again, they had a chance to send the game into overtime, but it was not to be. For the visiting Mustangs, they were led by Fernando Marquez's 23 points, 13 from Briggs Wheatley, 12 from Wesley Carnes, and then Jackson Langford with 4, 3 for Jesse Campa, Nick Beltran with 2, and Frankie Ortega with 1 for Roosevelt. 16 points for Brock Saya, 10 apiece for Austin Beard and Austin Kendall. Next up, 8 points in the game for Garrett Peterson, 6 for Xavier Ramirez. And then next up in the column, they had 5 points from Andrew O'Brien all in the fourth quarter. And then 3 from Keaton Kaiser, 2 apiece for Tucker Peterson and Jaden Herrera. 24 rebounds unofficially for Roosevelt. They got 4 from 2 players, Herrera and Kaiser. The Mustangs had 26 rebounds, 6 apiece for Marquez and Wheatley. Turnovers, Roosevelt with 21 and the Mustangs with 18. Now, if you want to know the difference in this game, undoubtedly, it was at the free throw line. Neither team shot well. Unofficially, Roosevelt 20 of 32, 58%. The Mustangs under 50%. They missed 18 free throws, 16 of 34. And if it would have been much better, they would have won this game, but it was not to be. Roosevelt moves to 2-0, and the Mustangs drop to 1-1. Back in action coming up on Tuesday, 7:30, second half of the doubleheader. We'll have both games from Erie right here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brush Bee Digger boys and girls play tomorrow at 3:30 and 5 on 1010, as well as KSIR.com from Holyoke against the Dragons. So the final score once again tonight of the girls game, Roosevelt wins 73-23, and the Roosevelt boys hold off Fort Morgan and Johnstown 61-58. We say good night, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.